Dr. Gregory Horton here, three-time Olympic medalist, and we're champion in track and field. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you have an opinion and you want to share it, please share your opinion in the comment section. Now, today we have a very interesting topic. Recently, Coach Stephen Francis made some comments, and he was talking about high school athletes and Jamaican athletes on a whole, that they lack a certain awareness and ability to market themselves. In fact, I want to hear your opinion on this topic, and I am going to let you hear for yourself what Stephen Francis said, and I really want to hear your comment on this topic.
Children in Jamaica are taught not to think, to be quiet when adults speak, not to look people in the eyes. Noah Lyles, who to me is better than Bolt in terms of marketing, because he has created a phenomenon about himself without the performances. Right? Noah Lyles said last year he was going to break 3 world records. Right? Everybody in Jamaica says, how he can be saying that kind of thing and so on. Nobody in America batted an eyelid. Sherika Jackson came out on the other hand and said she was going after the world record in the 200. And the amount of condemnation and disgust with the Jamaican people went on with, right? A totally different reaction. You can't be putting the mic to their face at champs, and every single one of them said the same thing. I want to thank my coach, I want to thank God, I want to do. They're all boring.
Now let's talk about this, because the average person may not fully understand or get what Coach Stephen Francis is saying. He's saying that the Jamaican athletes, starting from high school, that they are boring in terms of what they say, and they don't say things that could create some types of rivalry, and they don't say things that shows that they are confident. No, I can say this because maybe a lot of people don't understand this aspect of track and field in Jamaica. I remember when I was competing, I was afraid to share my goals and my dreams, even with some of my closest friends, some of my best friends. I couldn't share some of my goals with the people, some of the people in the federation, because they would laugh me to scorn. And many a times young athletes are afraid to be ridiculed, and it is something that goes on all the time in our culture. Sometimes even your own parents will tell you that you're no good, stop the foolishness, you're not going to win anything. These are some of the pressure that young athletes have to deal with, and that is why the belief system, the belief of staying humble is necessary. So I concur with what he's saying. And I'm saying that we need to change this, but before we can change this, we must understand the cause and effect to some of the things that young athletes do and the things that they have to do sometimes in order to survive in an environment that we know it to be bad mind. People don't like what you say, what you do, and as a result, everyone team up against you, even the coach sometimes. The second thing that we must look into, and I agree that it is a part of our culture, but the second thing we must agree to is these athletes from a young age spend many hours training to run, training to jump, training to throw. But not enough time is invested in these young athletes to teach them how to speak, to teach them how to market themselves, to teach them how to have confidence in their speaking ability. Many of them already have confidence in their running abilities. They just don't have confidence in their speaking abilities. Recently, Brianna Liston did an interview that I saw and that I thought was spectacular. Her language, her message was crystal clear, and you could see her level of intellect. And many of the spectators and even some of her fans started to say that she sounds like the American. The point I'm trying to make is that if athletes are to be great at marketing themselves, the same amount of time that is spent teaching them to run and to jump and to throw, equal amount of time should be invested in them from that early age So as they get older, they are able to do what they are trained to do. So I agree with Coach Stephen Francis to say that athletes are taught not to speak. But who should we blame? Because even the coaches have their iron claws on some of these young athletes and prevent them from actually express themselves in training. And finally, no one is talking about the team of people that Noah Lyles have as a member of his team. He has mentors, he has psychologists, he has marketing agents and a marketing team that deals with every aspect of the things that he's doing. We as Jamaican must invest monies in making sure that these young athletes have the necessary tools and resources in the form of mentors, marketing agencies, managers, and people who are on the team to advance the athletes and not themselves. I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear your views and your beliefs on this topic. So please feel free to share your comments and opinions and point of view in this comment section. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Gregory Houghton. Have a blessed day.